potatoes this time. Potatoes. I am a potato head. Oh, look, I am also Princess Leia. Oh, look, I'm Princess Leia. Oh, help me. Jabba the Hutt's going to go down on me. Moist. Boing, boing. Oh, look, I'm Princess Leia again. Oh, Jabba, don't go down on me. Now I'm going to cut these up. Moist. Absolutely, a bucket of chicken is nice. But I saw a big pack of legs for $5 at Fred Meyer's, so this is what I'm going to have today. With some potatoes. I couldn't resist the $5 price tag. Otherwise, I would be having a bucket of chicken for sure. Chicken is nice. Chicken is nice. And it's good to have some real potatoes once in a while too. I mean, KFC potatoes are okay, but nothing compares to these kind. The coleslaw at KFC is pretty good. Unless they keep it for too long, because I've noticed lately when I get coleslaw at the KFC down the street, I have a feeling they're keeping it the leftovers an extra day than they should be. Wheat. Making lunch with wheat. My chicken, chicken, my chicken, 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 my chicken. There's a video over at Bernie and Friends where Mary says "my chicken" over and over and over and over again. My chicken, my chicken, my chicken, 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 my chicken, my chicken. Of course, I spliced it together to make it sound like that. Of course. Wheat. I love when I can get the big potatoes. Big potatoes are nice. I remember on one of Mary's live streams, Mom brought home the small potatoes, and Mary goes, "For fuck's sake, now I have to cut up 10 of these because you didn't get the big potatoes. I told you to get the big potatoes." Hilarious. Mary is nice. My chicken, my chicken, chicken, my chicken. All right, let's get past. Knife. Let me rinse this real quick. I always got to rinse the potatoes. I rinsed them before I cut them, and I rinsed them after I cut them. Colander. I have to get my colander out. My colander. Colander. Wheat. Now I gotta rinse them again. This is a lot of potato for just two potatoes. I don't know if it's all gonna fit in one pan. It sure will. Wasn't sure to do. I like to start the potatoes before the chicken because potatoes take longer to cook. Chicken time. Vegetable oil is nice. Chicken is nice. I will now heat up the oil before I put in the chicken. All right. I will now put my spices in this bowl. Paprika is nice. That's a lot. Garlic powder is nice. And don't forget your pepper. I'm feeling hungry today, so I'm going to make 5 chicken legs. And this is how I season my chicken legs. Hello, Tassie Josephine Potter. Gets nice and seasoned. I'm going to shake it one more time, though, just to make sure. I'll set them aside while I still wait for my oil to warm up a little bit. Where is my slide cutter, saran wrap, plastic wrap, excuse me. am. I do have some gravy left over from KFC from like 3 days ago. That might better be suited for my head rather than my potatoes I am making. Now, use my tongs. Place it. My chicken, my chicken. Now I will set my timer. No, not 90 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. And then I will flip the chicken over for another 9 minutes. Bang. Sweet. I saw some Oots chips in the store yesterday. Thought I'd give these a try. I've had the Oots cheese balls before, but not the Oots chips. So I got the sour common onions and the hot honey, fresh from Mike's Peanuts. Ooh, smells just like dog food. Infused with chilies. These aren't bad. They aren't bad at all. They're actually pretty good. Hello, narrow turd. Does Chris know Linda, or does Linda know Chris and Kittle? Now we're going to try the Oots sour cream and onion ones. Man, those had a nice kick to them. You're definitely going to have to buy more of those honey ones. Ruffles have ridges, and now Oots does too. These are pretty good, but let's be honest. Ruffles does the sour cream and onion a little bit better. But they're still good. Marshmallow. Moist. The butter is nice. Pancake syrup as well. Chicken and waffles. I need to get myself a waffle iron. 53 seconds, and I will be able to rotate my chicken. 1, 2, 3, flip. 1, 2, 3, dip. Moist. Paper plates are nice. Paper plates. Paper plates. Oh, time to flip. And we'll do 8 minutes instead of 9 since the grease is already super hot. More paper plates. More paper plates. And I have about the same amount of paper bowls too. I'm stocked up on paper products. Sweet. I think this time I will use a big paper plate instead of my smaller one. I rarely use my big paper plates. My smaller ones usually suffice for my smaller meals. But I am going to have a big fat lunch today. Hello, DJ Spookrock. Are we making spatchcock? We are making some kind of cock on the kitchen stove. Greasy cock. We are making modified KFC on the stove. Minus the food handler's card and business licenses. And the 11 herbs. I only added 3 herbs. And spices. Hello, Sad Tapir. Welcome in. Oink, oink on a 3-piece boink. That's right, Greasy Cook. Gobbledygook. Toil, toil, bubble and boil. I love KFC. A good lubed drumstick is nice for my breasts. Breasts are nice too, unless they're dry. I gotta have juicy breasts in my KFC bucket. Big juicy breasts. The thighs are nice. Thighs are the juiciest ones. I love thighs. From KFC, of course. My chicken. My chicken. 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 My chicken. I could make some street tacos with my chicken, actually. Which I do want to do one of these days, but I'm going to eat them like they are right now. I will be making street tacos one of these days. Probably with some more of that chicken. But I need to pick up some rice and cilantro so I can make rice and cilantro chicken street tacos. Those are good. Popeyes give me liquid hot chocolate. Ooh, I can't eat at Popeyes. I tried Popeyes 3 different times at 3 different locations. And you know what? They were my first experiences at Popeyes completely, and I will never eat at Popeyes again. The first 2 times, the customer service was terrible. Because the first time I went to one, I wasn't sure what I wanted because I'd never seen their menu before, and so I was like, "Do you have something like original chicken?" And the lady yells at me, "If you want original chicken, go to KFC." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't go back to Popeyes. I'm a KFC man for life." They just opened up a Chick-fil-A a couple miles from here. So if they run KFC out of business out of my town, I will literally move out of this town to go be in a city that still has a KFC. They already took my Wendy's away from me. They took 3 of the 4 Burger Kings out of this town, and the only Burger King left in town is so far outside of town that it's actually next to the other town. So it really doesn't count as a location for this town, but it's literally like 50 feet away from the other town. All right, my chicken, my chicken. Let's see. All right, potatoes are done. Get out my potato masher. I always love the brand new containers of spuds. Now I just dig this in like this, get just enough butter that I want, and then start mashing. All right, chicken is almost done. That means I gotta turn off my stove and just let it sit for a minute. Let's see if my milk is any good. If my milk is any good. Well, I was at 700 for the last month, but I haven't done any videos or streams in a long time. So I was at like 704, and then I'm back down to 699 because I haven't been doing any videos or streams. This milk is still okay. It still smells okay. So. perfect amount of butter and milk. That doesn't happen very often. I usually use a little too much of either or. Fluffy mashed potatoes. These are nice and fluffy. I see what I said there. Exactly, Spook Rock. Moist. Where is my paper plate? Oh, right over here. Now I will check the chicken for donability. It's like doing surgery. You want to check to make sure it's done. It's looking good. Now I need a paper towel so I can put the chicken on and let the grease kind of... It's like bacon. I want to let the grease out a little bit. Get out my fast food tray. And put my chicken on the paper towels just for a moment. Kind of a nice brownish skin. It came out looking okay. I'll make sure it's completely done. Perfect. I want to make sure that one is especially done. Perfect, beautiful. Off, and off. Perfect. I made lots of potatoes. Two giant potatoes made a lot, so I'll have some leftovers for later. When I make more chicken, I'm going to save the leftover grease for tonight's batch of chicken. I'll make more chicken tonight. So I think tonight I'll do the street tacos. No, I have to go pick up rice for that. I have to go to the restaurant and get some already made rice. I can't stand the smell of making rice, so I always just go down the store, give them $2, and they give me these 2 big containers full of rice. I don't eat rice too often. Thank you, Fluff Nugget. Chicken is nice. Let's see. I'm gonna try it now. Fantastic. So fantastic. Top my potatoes with butter. I don't know if that's a clean lid, so I'll get a different lid. Maybe I'll just leave the lid on just a little bit, just so it cools down in the potato container. I might have to grab another Mountain Dew. I don't know how much is left in this can. Oh, yes. Ooh, I almost dropped the sodas. LOL. I will be right back. Lunch is nice. Ew, I still have to make brownies too. I just bought some eggs last night, so I might be able to make brownies this week. Brownies are nice. No, actually, I did my dishes as I cooked. The only thing in my sink is this lid. And my pan of grease is staying on the stove because I'm going to reuse that grease later today. So no need to wash that dish right now. Ew, it's too cold to take off my shoes. I was going to take off my shoes, but it's too cold in my house right now. LOL. I'm trying to get through October without turning on my heat. So far, it's working. The temperature hasn't gotten too cold here. I mean, it's chilly. I mean, normally I would turn on the heat by now, but I'm so close to November. And the longest I have ever made it to November, I think, was last year on the 15th of October is when I turned on my heat last year. And we are so close to November. I think last year it got down into the low 30s at night, which is why I ended up turning on my heat mid-October. But it hasn't reached. I think last night it got down to 39, but that's the coldest it's been. All right. I can do it. It is October 27th. Just a few more days. I need to start my Halloween artwork today too. I have 2 ideas, so I'm gonna start 2 drawings at once today. Mm. Perfectly done chicken. I need to figure out some other seasonings for the chicken. I've just been using paprika, garlic powder, and pepper. Maybe I'll use taco seasoning next so I can have taco chicken. Having chicken taste like taco, that would be taco seasoning. Well, I might try taco seasoning on chicken. I bet Bud is having an orgasm right now because there's a hurricane that's a category 5 in the Gulf of or in the Caribbean, I mean. Ranch might be nice. I like Thousand Island though. A little bit better than ranch. Oh wait, they have ranch powder now, don't they? I forgot about that. I saw some ranch packets at the store not long ago. Sweet. Oh snap! It's 175-mile-per-hour winds. The millibars are at 906. Ooh, Bud's in for a treat. I really hope those folks down in Jamaica have hurricane shelters. When I think of Jamaica, I think of a country that might not have sturdy buildings. Not to sound racist or anything, but I worry that their buildings aren't going to be able to withstand any of that. I hope they have shelters strong enough. This chicken is fantastic. So fantastic. I think the mistake I've made in the past is I don't let the grease heat up first. I usually just put the chicken in right away and don't let it heat up. I think that's where I've made my mistake on making chicken. I've only ever gotten sick once off of my own chicken, and that's actually a good statistic. Wheat. What are you having for supper tonight, Fluff? Chicken? Sweet. I think I work tomorrow. I better check my schedule. Lately, I've only been working on Saturdays. But I have a sneaky suspicion I work tomorrow. I will need to check my schedule at some point today. Lasagna, nice. I have never made lasagna before. Usually, if I eat lasagna, it's like Marie Callender's lasagna or something that I can microwave. The banquet lasagnas are not banquet, but the Stouffer's lasagnas are nice. The meat lovers lasagnas. They really do. I agree, Sad to Beer. Hello, Tuber Chat. Welcome in. Wheat. More paper towels. Thank you, Tuber Chat. I don't know your handle on Reddit, or I would go check out your Reddit page. I'll have to check out your channel again to see if your link to Reddit is there. I use Reddit all the time. Reddit is a very interesting place. Moist. The Duty-Rito must be at work. When you finish one soda, you got to open up another one. Story of my life. And I will reuse my straw. Hello, AP. Welcome in. That's right, soda and Monster. Monster drinks are great for when you have to work long days. I can't tell you how many times Monster saved me from crashing. But you have to be careful with Monster and Mountain Dew. You don't want to drink those together. I think someone died because they had like 8 Mountain Dews and then they went and had like 4 Monsters. No worries. Thank you for popping in, Death Row. Wait. I'm just kind of eating and talking about random things. Nothing special. It is Monday. Some chicken fat there. LOL. Mary is nice. What is that hot red spicy powder called? There's a red spicy powder that is a little bit hot. I can't remember what it's called. I used paprika on my chicken, but I feel like there's another spicy red powder out there, and I can't remember what it's called. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to look for it in the store next time I'm there. I feel like I've used it many times before, but not recently. It's not paprika. It's spicy and it has a kick. I really can't think of the name of it. That's crazy. Sweet. I forgot about my wheat and Shaw Nightbot. Whenever I have Nightbot on my art channel, I go into Nightbot and it says I have no commands. I was trying to edit those two commands that I have over at WheatsArt,